Well, this week, guys, we're going to do a little bit of a different kind of intro. I'm going to do some talking about some of my stuff that's been going on in my life, and then we'll just kind of go from there. Last Friday, my father passed away. I'm not going to get into the details of his death, but it wasn't pretty, to say the least. If you need any sort of help, if you're feeling any sort of like down, alone, or just feeling bad about yourself or anything like that, reach out to somebody. Reach out to if you hardly know me, or you can send me an inbox on Twitter on Ghostlands Vitus, and I'll talk with you. I'll talk anybody down off of a cliff, if regardless if I know you or not, because no one needs to be left alone when they're feeling bad. But just if you need help and you need help, get help. That's my biggest thing I'll do with saying all of this. I love my dad very much, and I know I've talked about him kind of sometimes negatively on this podcast. But sometimes it's most of the time it's all in good fun. I had a lot of good times with my father growing up, and he was a good man to me. He just got into a bad way and just kind of went down super quick, and it happens in life. And I'm not beat up over it anymore. And I'll get through it all. But anyways, I know it's kind of a rough start to start the podcast with. I know it's kind of that cold opening.
Yeah, that somber start.
But it's fine. It's a good start. It's a serious matter that doesn't need to be joked around with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're real people with real events.
We're people too.
Yes.
What's the biggest thing from this is that we're people too. We have feelings. Everyone needs somebody. Everybody needs somebody. And if you don't have somebody to talk to, message me and I'll be that person for you to talk to.
Say we can be those people for you.
Yeah, like this is not like no joking matter. Like if you need somebody to talk to, message one of us and we'll be there for you.
Absolutely.
But anyways, let's go ahead and start the show. If you enjoy the Low Scale Gaming podcast, please leave us a like, review, and subscribe. Any feedback is welcomed, and I hope you enjoy the show. Hello, and welcome to the Low Scale Gaming podcast for the week of March 28th. I'm your host, Ghostlands Finest, and as always, I'm joined by Conan Jones and Inferior Mage.
How's it going?
Conan,
what's up?
How you doing?
I'm all right. It's going okay. Like it's Thursday. It's a little later than normal, but we're here. We're doing the thing. So
yeah, it's pretty good. It's all right. Mage, how are you doing?
I am kind of exhausted, honestly, but
I feel you on that one, brother.
It hasn't been a bad week, just a busy and hard-working week for me, at least.
I got you. It's been a week for me too, but we get through it.
Right.
I haven't really done much this week other than just playing this stuff with my dad. So it's been kind of just I've actually been looking forward to doing this today. I was hoping I would get back in time today to do it, just because this is relaxing doing this, because I just get to come in here and shoot crap with y'all for an hour or so.
Yeah.
Right. So it's and we might get into some arguments sometimes, and I might want to put Mage in a blender, but it's still good times, and I still love doing this every week. We're coming up on our year anniversary.
Yeah, this is number 50. Episode 50 right now.
2 weeks, baby! And then we got our 1 year anniversary of Low Scale Gaming Podcast.
Are we doing something special for the year?
I'll make another intro. I'll make another intro like I did for the Ghosties.
So are we starting season 2? Is that how we're going to do this?
Ooh. I didn't think of it like that as doing it season 2, episode 1. I didn't think of it like that.
I kind of like that idea, actually.
Conan Jones, sometimes you don't have good ideas at all.
Sometimes I knock them out the park.
That was a good one.
Far
and in between.
Hey, now.
But you knocked it out of the park this time.
Stick with the compliments. I like where that was going. Come on.
And then you hurt. It's like I liked where that was going, and then you hurt my feelings.
Yeah, thanks for that. And we're back to normal.
Yeah. Oh, this week's been a rough week. I ain't gonna lie, but I'm feeling good. Dad got put to rest today, so it's okay. Everything's gonna be fine now. He's in a better place. He's not suffering anymore. That's how I'm getting through all of it.
Yeah,
it's kind of.
That's how it was whenever my grandma passed. Because she had multiple kinds of cancers there at the end, and my mom was her caregiver. She was just on home hospice and just pretty much deteriorated in her house in her little hospital bed in the living room, and mom had to watch all of that. So it's rough,
right?
But.
No, yeah, because that's kind of like what I'm. That's kind of how things are with my grandpa, but it's not nearly as. I mean, it's okay.
All right.
All right, let's go ahead. Oh yeah, I gotta pull up the script. Let's go ahead and jump into fails of the week. Inferior Mage, what is your fail of the week?
So my fail. So I started training. Or core training is what they call it for DHS, and that's basically the hardcore 2-month training that I do before I actually get involved with cases.
Mm-hmm.
And we so on the second day, the first day we started at 10 o'clock because everyone had to drive in. Well, because I don't meet the mileage necessary in order for them to get me a hotel room, I have to drive back and forth from Tulsa to Muskogee, which is about an hour drive.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a great commute. But I didn't. But so I left at 6:50 Tuesday morning, because Monday morning everyone started late because everyone had to drive. So I left at 6:50 Tuesday morning. And I got a sweet rental car though. It was really cool. It was a Hyundai Electra, I think is what it was called.
Yeah, those are nice.
Yeah, it was really fun to drive. But I didn't account for the traffic in Tulsa, at least in the morning drive.
Yeah. And
I gave myself 20 extra minutes, but those 20 extra minutes mean nothing in park traffic.
Yeah.
So it's just I cannot believe. So luckily because of that, I was only 3 minutes late, but it was just really funny because when I walked in, she was just talking about not being late to the class, and I was like, I was like, damn it. But I figured out how to kind of get around that stop and go traffic because it's towards the exit to Oklahoma City or I-44. So if I just don't take that road, then I miss that traffic entirely. So I wasn't late the rest of the week, but just that one dime. But it was just really embarrassing because it was
right after she said don't be late.
Yeah, it was the worst timing.
Yeah.
And I was like, of course.
That's what you get.
And I legit I left I gave myself a buffer expecting some kind of traffic for that morning drive, but not
not that much.
Yeah, not that bad.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
so that's my fail.
Okay. Mine's not that. It's not really even a fail. I was kind of grasping at straws this week. I was reading a Facebook post today, and it was like, how to know if you're mentally and physically exhausted. And I was like reading this
Be
thing.
a teacher.
Yeah. It was like 9 or 10 different things. And I was like, yeah, I'm a teacher. That's me. That's me. That's me. I can't focus. I'm easily irritated. That check. And I was like, I think I'm exhausted. Like, yeah. Thanks, Facebook, for helping me out. Dr. Facebook at it again. But
that's a good one.
You're gonna be like one of those anti-vax moms, only getting their information from Facebook.
Yes.
Oh God.
My second part of this, I wrote down. I posted my a link to Conan Land on the Planet Coaster Reddit forum. And I was like, "Hey, y'all go watch this. I'm starting it off. Give me."
I gotta go downvote.
I was like, "Hey, go look at this. Give me some feedback." And this guy took the time and watched it and wrote this big old long thing out. And it was totally spot on. It just it's weird hearing somebody say something.
Yeah. That's not me just saying, hey, this sucks.
Yeah. It's like, okay, this is legitimate feedback and not just
48,000 people on this subreddit.
I'm not going to be able to do anything if I have to edit every freaking thing. I'm sorry. We're 13 minutes in. I've got 7-8 different things on here already.
Damn.
This is what true editing work requires, Conan.
I'm sorry. All right. God.
You're a professional now.
Yeah. But no, that's about it for me. So
Conan Jones is a professional editor now.
Yeah, something like that.
Is this you? Did I find you on Reddit? Yes, I did.
It's
follow
Conan Jones.
Yeah. I know. I found you.
Oh.
I'm looking up your feedback. All right, let's see this. God, he did type out a big long essay on there.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Was it a good thing?
He's got 3 bullet points in it.
He was rough, but it was all very applicable things. He wasn't being a jerk for the sake of being a jerk like you can be on Reddit. He was just these are my opinions, this is my thought, this is what you need to kind of think about if you're wanting to start a YouTube channel or blah 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 blah. Stuff like that.
I mean, you're not really wanting to start a YouTube channel.
Yeah, and that's why I was just he was go look at these other people and model, if you want to do stuff like this other person, blah blah blah. And I was like, I'm not trying to make any money off of this. I'm not this is just kind of something fun to do.
Yeah.
Plus, it's a game from 3 years, a 3-year-old video game.
I mean, that really doesn't matter. People watch anything.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're trying to make money, you're probably going to want to be playing the newest thing.
It depends. People will watch StarCraft for professionals still. StarCraft is ridiculously old.
That's true. That is true. So
I think people still stream stuff like Dota 2 and even PUBG and I don't know why I watch PUBG still, but there's still a bunch of people that watch it.
I mean, that's still a fairly recent game though.
I guess it just depends on the niche that you fill. Yeah.
And that's the deal, coming into something so late in the cycle, it's hard to find something that's not already been done.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're having fun with it,
then yeah, exactly. And that's why I was just if I'm having fun, it is what it is. I don't really care if anybody watches it or not. I'm enjoying what I'm doing, but
and that's really all.
So are you just reading that whole thing, Ghost? Or
go check out.
He's still here. Earth the Ghost. Hello. Hello?
Hola?
Housekeeping? You put mint on pillow? Weren't expecting a Tommy Boy reference tonight, were you?
No one ever is. What was the Reddit on? Or the subreddit?
It's Planet Coaster. I'll just put it on.
Yeah, I got you. And
Hey, sorry to cut in. Give me a second because I'm doing some stuff right now. Give me a second. I'll call you. I'll be back. Okay.
Should we just keep going then?
Just keep going. I'll jump back in. I'll jump back in and do my fail of the week too.
All right.
It's actually better because I need to tell my fail of the week and my win of the week at the same time.
All right.
Okay.
We'll just jump into that next thing.
Yeah. All right. I'll be back in a second. Okay.
Okay. It's good. Good start. Good stuff. Topic 1. Sound good for you?
yeah. All right. Let me look at.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. So thought with this one, getting towards the end of the year, we kind of had this conversation off of the recording. I'm getting to the end of the year and I have budgets and stuff that I need to spend that if I don't spend, I may not get to keep for next year. The weird thing about being in Texas now is that I actually have this weird stuff called money that I can spend on things. Because my superintendent, I was in there one afternoon and we were talking and he was just like, hey, you have a bunch of money in your budget that you haven't spent on stuff. And I was just like, oh, I kind of forgot I had them and looked at it and I had a good amount of money. And he was like, why have you not spent anything? And I was like, I'm used to not having anything, so I'm used to not spending anything and sending the very minimum of things to get repaired and ordering nothing, etc., etc., etc. But so that kind of leads into my thought for the topic. If you had a budget and had the money, what would be the first things that you would want to get for a program? So part of me wants to think okay, realistically, and then holy crap, I won the lottery, let's buy 14 Lamborghinis kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you want to jump in or should I go first?
What this I was also trying to read that Reddit while you were talking.
Oh.
But I know I did listen though. What things are you wanting to have on your what things do you need?
So my main thing that I need is I need to replace all of my percussion equipment for marching, all my drumline stuff. The drum.
Do you need just heads or actual drums? The
drums themselves are for the most part in decent shape, but I need to replace. I think I pulled them out and looked. I think I have 4 bass drums, and I think I have 6 or 7 rims that need to be replaced. So it's yeah.
Yeah, and you can't really wait till your marching band stuff comes in for next year to do that, right?
Exactly. I need to order that now because then the fiscal year for the school restarts September 1st. So everything that I have now, if it's not spent pretty much before July hits, then it is kind of lost. So
yeah, and then you have a harder time justifying that amount of budget next year.
Exactly. So I'm just okay, let's spend this. So that's kind of been my mission this week, is to go through and make my list of, okay, this is what I need, this is what I want, and kind of arranging that list in order so I can start buying stuff and sending in bids and stuff.
I would do it exactly what you're doing. Top priority is things that I definitely need. Either I need it right now. Number 1, things I need right now.
Yeah.
2, things I will need in the future. 3, things that I want that will improve my band significantly. 4, things that I want because I think they're cool.
And 5, something special for Conan.
Well, 5 I think would just be improvements to your band room.
Yeah, see, like I have,
and I might put improvements to my band room before things that I want that are super cool.
Yeah. See, like my room itself is actually really nice. Like they redid it like 10, 15 years ago, something like that. So it's the room itself is actually in really good shape. But I have so many school instruments that haven't been sent off in so long that like if I could send all of the instruments for repair and just blow through the budget, but I don't feel like that's really like using it to the full potential of what it could be used for. You know what I mean?
Well, I would definitely do core instruments that need to be repaired now.
Yeah.
After like I would get the percussion stuff first.
Yeah.
Because you're going to use that
right off the bat.
Definitely for marching band. And you probably will start doing marching band stuff even before summer even starts.
Yeah.
Like I know after most band directors that I know that like are really big in the marching scene, like they'll do their spring concert, and then right after spring concert, it's like boom, into marching band season.
Yeah, which is pretty much how mine's gonna work out. But like my spring concert is the week before school is out. Like, so I've got my spring concert's really close to the end of school, so it's a little more justifiable to be that close together. But
yeah, and I mean, you also have I assume summer band. You're gonna do summer band.
Yeah, I just got the schedule, the school schedule for next year for 1920 this week, so I can start planning all of that now.
Right.
So
I know a bunch of athletic programs do like stuff throughout the summer. Do you plan on doing anything like that?
Yeah, we'll still have summer band and stuff, but Texas is weird because you can't start learning drill or something like that until August 1st. So
but you can still learn music, and you can work on core concepts.
Yes, so like it's a weird thing because like I know in Oklahoma they have stuff like that for football that you can condition and stuff, but you can't run plays until a certain time.
I think that's just for athletics.
Yeah, just athletics. I don't think there's anything for music.
Yeah, I think for there has to be some guidelines because I don't think like because otherwise you would think the bigger schools like Broken Arrow especially would just like come out of the summer with their entire show ready.
I think most of the time they do though, because I think the only thing that's in there is that you can only do so much so that the kids actually have a break. But I don't know. I know Texas has different rules like that than Oklahoma did. So it's plus my group is not super competitive, so I didn't really have to worry about any of that.
Right, and your school is fairly small, right?
Yes.
So, I mean, you're not planning on being like super competitive in the scene, but you still want to put something on.
Oh yeah, like I still want it to be good and be successful, but and
get that mindset into becoming competitive sometimes.
Yes, but like I know we're not going to BOA this year. We're not going to Grand Nats or anything. So
right. But yeah, as far as like buying stuff, that's kind of how I would do it. I would probably pump up. It would be things I need like now and then future, and I would put repairing instruments and a thing that I need.
Yeah.
Unless like the instrument's just straight garbage, and if that's the case, I would just get rid of it.
Yeah,
and that's space.
God, I hate when that stupid email comes through. Sorry, I just got a notification. I got an email, and it's just like blows up super loud while we're recording. So I apologize if you're listening. How do I turn off notifications?
It has to be in your settings.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can get those turned off so that doesn't go off again.
It might also be your computer settings.
Yeah.
I know you can because I've done it.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't have the patience to do that right now. So But yeah, that's kind of my list. I was talking with the guy from the music company that comes through to this week, and kind of filled him in on stuff just so he's kind of prepared that I'm about to put some fairly decent orders in. And he was telling me that in the past, my program has sent off, and like most of the budget has been used on repairs. And he was just like, we repair so much stuff. Why not just replace it with something you don't have to fix like 4 or 5 times a year? And
right, and it's if an instrument's gotten that old, and where it's like it'd be more cost efficient at that point to get a new instrument.
Yeah, because
like, I know some trumpets get that way real bad.
Yeah, because I've got quite a few that are just like, why do we still have this? Why are like kids have this in your hand when we have the means to replace it? Like, if there's somebody else that's like super needing an instrument, like, okay, we can make something work, but yeah. So that's kind of where I'm at. My big project right now is getting all that figured out and figuring out what it is that I need and want and all that fun stuff. But,
right. I mean, like, because if you get through like the first two, like the stuff that you need, get through that. I would almost put improvements to the band room before once, but that could be kind of iffy. Like once, it depends on the state of your band room. And you said your band room was like pretty much brand new.
I wouldn't say brand new, but it doesn't need a whole lot from me. Everything that it would need is just like, I would talk to my maintenance department and be like, hey, like my school's really good about having like maintenance done and coming in and cleaning and fixing things. Oh yeah, it's awesome. Like I just have to fill out this form and say, hey, blah 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 is broken, and that day he comes over and fixes it and is like super nice. And he was like, hey, thanks for putting something in and getting me away from whatever else he was doing that's super boring and tedious. I get to come over and do something different. And
so he's like even happy.
Yeah, exactly. He is something new.
Right. But also on like band improvements, like stands and chairs and like regular stuff like that, I would put into that.
Yeah, because if that'll probably be on my list for next year, because the stuff we have is probably just like the stands need some paint and some tightening and like new bolts and stuff, but all in all are still in good shape.
Yeah.
The chairs are getting to where they probably need to be replaced, but I have a feeling that if I asked the superintendent and said, hey, we need chairs for the band room, I feel like he would probably get us chairs and have it not come out of my budget. Like, because that's another deal is if I ask for it, I don't really think I've been told no, which is, yeah, I mean, which is awesome. I'm not complaining at all. It's just, it's weird.
All right, hold on for a second. Shut! Get out of my room. Get.
Go on, kitty cat, beat it. Just gotta punch that cougar in the face.
My cat, Annie, she just like, she's just a bitch. She just comes in, climbs over everything, and sorry. All right, we can get back in. Usually we're griping about your animals, Conan.
I know, right? My pupper dog is at my door scratching and barking. I think he's tired himself out. He's finally stopped doing all that, but
just let him run around the backyard for forever.
That's what he's been. Oh, see, he hears me talking about him. I hear him whining at the door again.
I heard it too.
Yeah, he's a cute little SOB. Like,
I love they're adorable, but god dang, it's just like, guys, calm down.
Yeah, chill out. Well, like he was chewing on my hand earlier. Like I look like I was attacked by Wolverine. Like my hand is messed up. But yeah, so that's my big project and getting all that spent. So it's weird spending money that I haven't had to fundraise for. That's just been given to me.
Yeah, no, that's great. Because I know like a lot of bigger bands in Oklahoma, we just don't have the budgets for them. Because band just doesn't make as much money as sports. I mean, that's just the honest truth.
Yeah.
And also, our schools don't have as big of budgets because our policies on education are rotten.
Exactly.
So,
and they're probably not getting any better anytime soon.
No, not with our new governor, who's pretty much the same thing as Mary Fallon, but people are too ignorant to. All right, anyway, politics. Yeah, stop that.
Avoiding politics. So, all right.
I am not happy with Oklahoma's government at this moment.
I don't think many people are, but again, okay. Topic 2, or we?
I think I was trying to finish my thought.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry. Like I was saying, it's really nice not to fundraise because I know that like a lot of the bigger schools that really want to put on shows and stuff, like it's if they're not performing, they're fundraising. Like it's like an all year thing.
Yeah.
Because they have to. Because a part of that is like they have to put these massive dues on their like marching programs or their band programs for their kids to be a part of it.
Yeah.
And kids want to be a part of it because it's like a big old social thing too, and they enjoy it.
And that's, I mean, it was like that at my school in Oklahoma. That you know, if you're not competing or performing, you're fundraising. But I don't know. It's really nice here to not having to be constantly fundraising, to be able to buy reeds. Or to having to sell cookie dough because, you know, your trumpet player lost his mouthpiece.
Yeah, fundraising's garbage. Not to mention that I feel like those fundraising companies are all scam artists.
Yeah, I get calls from like so many people during the day, and it's if you can't pronounce my name, I hang up on you. Like,
you're just like. I mean, I'm not going to say your name on the podcast, but
Jones?
Them try to pronounce your last name, friggin' funny. I can just imagine all the stupid things they've said.
Oh, it's horrific, but goodness. All right, we good now for number 2?
Yeah, we're good for topic 2.
Okay. So we haven't really ever talked about these. And we were planning on Ghost being gone today because of, you know, his dad's funeral and stuff. So we're like, we're going to go ahead and squeeze this in while we can. And so we kind of wanted to talk about just like stupid time waster mobile games. So stuff that is not necessarily considered for quote unquote real gamers, but still stuff that like everyone plays.
Yeah.
It's like, Mage, you were talking about one a second ago. So it's like...
Yeah. So I've been playing... So so a hobby of mine is I like to download phone games, play them for a little bit, then just delete them.
Mm-hmm.
And I do that like all the time. I download so many freaking phone games, and I've tried out so many different ones. I like anime games, gacha games, arcade, like all sorts of stuff, and sometimes I find them really fun and I'll keep them for a while. Sometimes I'm like, okay, this is just same generic BS, and I'll delete it after a week, or I'll leave it on my phone for just a long time without touching it.
Forget it's there, and then scrolling through like, oh man, I remember that. Holy cow, that was fun.
Like recently I re-downloaded Trivia Crack because I used to have it for like a month.
Yeah, like back in college.
And like recently I was like, man, I really just want to start doing trivia again. And so I re-downloaded it. I'm probably going to delete it again soon because it's kind of a crappy game.
Yeah.
And like, it's also really random how those questions go, because sometimes they're super easy, and then sometimes it's just like, what is the capital of Nottingham?
It's like, wait,
in the fourth Robin Hood book, or something like.
Yeah. This got real obscure real quick.
And so, like the questions are all over the place.
Yeah.
Which is okay. I just wish that the difficulty would be like
consistent.
Scale. Yeah, consistent. Because like you could be playing someone and they're like, oh, they're like all their trophies are in, and then you're like, I can't get through one question because I got this really ridiculous question first try.
Yeah.
So they're definitely gonna win.
Oh man, I haven't played Trivia Crack in a long time.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
No, don't fall back down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, but recently I downloaded this game called Battle Cat, and I've only been playing it for 2 days. Like I literally just downloaded it yesterday, and it's ridiculous. Like it's just one of those games where you just start summoning, like just like you buy your creatures because you get like money constantly increases for like whatever, and once you get that amount of money, you buy a creature, and that creature will just walk across this field and attack this other tower, while the tower also summons monsters or whatever, and they fight each other. But all the creatures you summon are cats. It's a really hilarious aesthetic.
God.
They get some like ridiculous cats, like this one that is a sumo cat. It's just a sumo wrestler with a cat face.
That's awesome.
like there's just some ridiculous stuff. Because it's just hilarious cartoonage. And it doesn't take it seriously, so I might keep that one for a little bit. But I love phone games. I just love downloading them and playing them for a little bit and throwing them away.
Yeah,
they're great time wasters.
Yeah, goofy for the sake of being goofy. Like you're not taking yourself too seriously. Like you're getting your money from the ads that you're making people watch. So it's like you can make a good game, but it doesn't have to be perfect, I guess. I don't know exactly where I was going with that.
I will say when a phone game has too many ads or they're really intrusive, like you're trying to do something and all of a sudden it just like stops what you're doing and it goes to an ad. Like Trivia Crack is really bad. Like they're really intrusive ads.
Yeah. It's like,
those really hold back games.
Uninstall.
Yeah.
I've been playing one called Happy Color. So it's a coloring book pretty much. And they just put up new pictures every day, and you just go in and you just color by number. And it's every box has a number, and the numbers are at the bottom, and you select your color, and you tap the square or the shape, and it fills it in. And it's not really a game, but I've played it since like Christmas, and I'm trying to get the daily challenge of completing the daily picture for every day for a month. And every month I've like missed one day at the end of the month. And I have 3 more days until I get it.
Mm.
And it's stupid things like that I'm just like...
It's like, why do I have to wait this long? It doesn't make any sense.
For this thing that really doesn't mean or do anything. Like...
Yeah. I mean, that's how cryptocurrencies work.
Yeah, essentially.
You're buying a virtual item because it has value to you.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm not even buying anything. I'm just like coming back and doing the thing. But every time, like if you close your phone and come back into it, it goes to an ad first. But it doesn't cut to it in the middle of you doing stuff. So it's like, okay, I'm just not going to close my phone and I'll be okay. But stuff like that, I can handle because, it's non-intrusive and I know when it's going to it's predictable.
Yeah, it's just that one time too.
Yeah, and granted, it's always the same ad. Like,
oh yeah,
that part gets annoying. But
I will say one. Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I shouldn't have interrupted.
No, you're fine. I also didn't pay for the game, so if that's what I have to do to not have to pay for games every time, like
right.
I'm okay with that. So,
well, I think Android phones have a little bit more leeway on that because their system, like you can do like torrents and stuff, like actually make it kind of like a computer.
Yeah.
I mean, they are computers. They have just their own programming.
Yeah, the own operating system and stuff. Which
right, the Android operating system is a little bit more malleable. I think. I don't know. I'm maybe just speaking at my butt.
No, it's that. I mean, that's kind of just the point of Android over iPhone is that you can get down to the kernel and the bare bones of Android way easier and way more legally than you can with an iPhone.
Yeah, and I know that if you mess it up, like you can jailbreak
an iPhone.
What?
Jailbreak what?
You can jailbreak iPhones.
Yes.
Did I cut out on accident?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Sorry.
Sorry, you're good. I mean, you can jailbreak iPhones and stuff, but I know if you mess it up, you like ruin the iPhone operating system entirely.
Yep.
I also know that iOS is much less susceptible, but because iOS is like its own operating system separate from what Android does, and only covers like Apple product, it's much less susceptible to viruses.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just depends. Like iPhone, I will say one terrible side effect of what I do, like just download a crap ton of games and stuff, is that suddenly I'm getting like random ads on Reddit or something that has like some kind of anime girl and makes me look like a big old pervert. And I'm like, it's like I downloaded like one of the games, one game that's happened.
I had.
All right, sorry, I'm back.
I had some. Welcome back. I had some sort of game downloaded that would pull up ads when my phone was locked and in my pocket, and I would just hear a random ad for I don't know.
Delete that game.
Yeah,
that's malware. It's
and I was just like straight up delete.
Where are we at?
So we're topic 2.
Oh, okay. What was topic 1 this week? Oh, your budget thing. Okay.
Yeah.
We actually had a really good conversation about it.
That's good. I'll listen to it this week. I have been listening to our podcast more just to get pointers on what to do better and stuff.
Proud.
But yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a stupid time waster mobile game.
Just
all right.
Dumb little things.
How many of y'all still play Clash of Clans?
Nope.
Oh, dude, that's my game. That's been my game for a while now.
Hasn't it been your game since like it came out?
Yes, it has been. You are correct, Mage.
Have you never deleted it and reinstalled it or something?
No, I have. I have uninstalled it, but I reinstalled it like I think it was like 3 or 4 months ago. No shame in my game. No, I still got all my stuff.
From your first time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
You probably backed it up to Facebook or something like that.
It backed it up to my Apple account or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Sometimes like on my iPhone, like it'll back it up onto like Game Center or something.
Yeah, that's exactly what it did.
Not every game does that.
Well, so Clash of Clans is a big game. I mean,
yeah.
I mean, as dumb as it sounds, it is a big game.
It helped make Fortnite.
Are they the ones that make Fortnite?
Because Supercell got bought by the same company that owns Epic.
Oh.
Did it really?
If I remember correctly. Because I think it's Activision owns King, which created Candy Crush. So Candy Crush is feeding Activision. I think it's something like that.
Yeah, but Activision and Epic are different things, though.
Correct, but I think it's along the same lines of the same things happening. Anyway,
okay,
sorry.
That's weird.
Yeah. Do you guys remember Adventure Capitalist?
Yeah.
So
Hate that stupid game.
I still play it. I'm almost embarrassed to tell you how much time I have on it on Steam.
Oh, really?
How is it like a game that you have that? I don't even understand how you put time into the game.
I used to play Venture Capitalist hardcore, and
How
literally
do you play it hardcore?
So no, I never spent any money on it or anything like that. But I was up to like I almost maxed Earth out, and I was around maxing out Mars, and I did max out one of the other planets.
What? You could go to planets?
See, you didn't even play it. Like
I won an event almost, and
yeah. See, that's what I'm doing right now. Is doing an event like the Weekend Warrior event. Like
maybe I played the wrong game because the game that I played was like the numbers kept on going up the screen.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's literally all Venture Capitalist is. It's like
then how is that game fun?
You press button.
That's a good question.
And you make money. That's why I deleted it, because then I was like, "This is what I'm doing."
Yeah.
Why am I doing
this? This is what I'm doing. Mama Mage would be disappointed in me right now.
Like it's such a stupid concept. But
Mama Mage would look over my shoulders and just be like, "Boy, what is wrong with you?" And then she would hit you.
Yeah.
So should I say how much time I have on Steam on this game?
Oh, already since you had to like prepare me for it, I'm already disappointed in you.
Yes. Do you want to guess how much?
200 hours.
236.
Good Lord.
Wow.
I was really hoping that I like overshot it by a whole bunch.
Sorry, that's an 8. 238.
Oh my God. I'm sad that I was like that close to getting it. If this was Price is Right, I would have been like, "Oh hey, Bob Barker," and I would have kissed his like old man leather cheeks, and then just, was like, "Oh, you get to play Plinko for a Bowflex, you fat boy." Oh, thanks. Why did I have that well thought out?
I don't know, but that was really good.
Oh, man, that was a good one.
Goodness gracious.
Jesus.
Oh,
okay.
That was a good one.
Thanks, Bob Barker.
Hey, remember to spay and
Yeah, spay and neuter your pets.
God, talk about his cult against animals. Jesus.
Well, I don't know. It's better than being an anti-vaxxer. We are.
This is true. So. Oh my God, tell me about. I don't want to get into my story. I just want you to understand that I have 2 siblings that believe in anti-vaxxing, and.
Okay, yeah, we've already had to like pull ourselves off the politics wagon.
Yeah. Wait. Okay, there's a very fine line between talking about politics and talking about vaccinations, because your political view is your own political view, and that doesn't hurt anybody. I mean, if you're gonna be super right and like being like tiki torch racist with it, that hurts people. Okay,
yeah,
that's not a good thing. But I mean, politics doesn't sit here and hurt anybody. Not vaccinating your kids hurts people. Okay, there's a very fine line between it.
We were talking about politics straight up though earlier. So.
Oh, were y'all? Yeah. Oh, and I missed it.
No,
almost.
It was
me more. It was me more complaining about Kevin Stitt, but
I'm mad that I make too much money for food stamps.
Living the dream,
right? Man,
that solid lower middle class life,
right?
You should go to your soup.
Like, when did I become middle class is what I want to know. That's what I'm mad about.
When you got a full-time job. That's when it became middle class.
I hate my life.
That's funny. All right.
When I was in college, my dad told me to try to get food stamps and a dorm room, and I was like, "How do you do that?" I don't know why I even brought that up.
All right, we want to jump into kind of the recap.
Let's go ahead and jump into topic 3 this week. What games have you been playing this week, Conan Jones? Tell us about your adventure into Conan Land.
I really haven't been playing like anything this week. Like I've tried to do some like really anything.
Why do we have a gaming podcast if we don't play any games?
So because the first half of the podcast
because we're adults and we have lives.
Jesus.
Welcome back, Ghost.
Oh man, as you know, I told y'all I needed this. This is like this is my therapy right here. It's just coming on here for an hour and shooting crap with y'all.
Did you leave for like 20 minutes, have like a fifth of vodka, and then come back?
No, I actually don't drink anymore. Okay, we'll have a serious talk about it. So it was on Sunday night. We got back from Oklahoma City, and I still had some beers left in the fridge. And I was sitting there talking with my mom about it, and she's just like, you probably shouldn't drink anymore because my brother's gonna like recognize that with like dad and stuff. So I was just like, that's probably a good decision. I'm probably not. I mean, I don't need it in the first place anyways. I was sitting there pouring it out in front of him, telling him how bad everything was. You know how painful it was to pour out 6 good Budweisers? But the life lesson that it like taught him is worth the pain of pouring out 6 Budweisers.
Yeah, the lesson is worth the
$7
worth of beer.
I know, but and I was smelling it, pouring it down. It's like, I'm so sorry I had to do this to y'all, but man, this is.
It's
worth it. And I mean, honestly, I mean, I don't even. Ever since I graduated from college, I don't really drink that much, anyways.
Yeah.
So it's really just been it's been like a hit or miss, So I mean, I don't need it, and I mean, if it's gonna prove a lesson to my brother, and to show him that like this stuff is bad for us, my family. Not that it's bad in general for like people that can handle it. It's just people in my family can't handle it. So if it proves a lesson to him, then I mean it's worth it. And let me be clear, I can handle my stuff, but it's just one way or the other with me. I don't really care one way or the other about it.
Damn.
No, I got you.
Mm-hmm. But I haven't really played very many games this week.
Why do we have a video game podcast?
I've been playing Spider-Man this week, though. Me and my brother's been playing it. I have an excuse for why I haven't been playing games this week. Jesus, Conan Jones.
Conan, how could you?
Oh yeah,
man.
I'm heartless.
He went there. I know, because you know how I know Conan Jones is heartless? Because his wife said good words to me today about it, but he didn't.
I talked to you at like 7 o'clock this morning.
You told me that you couldn't take another day off of work. That was the only thing you said to me. Literally, that's what he said to me. His wife sent a nice message to me and everything. I was just like, oh, I love you. You're a nice lady. And then Conan Jones is over here. Oh, sorry, I couldn't take another day of work.
I don't even remember.
Man, we are already at 56 minutes. Jesus.
Well, you were gone for the first 45.
I'm sorry. I had to talk. I had somebody important call me. I had to talk to him. Anyways.
Oh, Lordy.
Wins.
All the Spider-Man DLC on PlayStation Network is only like $16. I bought that.
Nice.
How much DLC is it, or like what is
It's
it?
like
I guess
it's 3 DLC packs, and like it adds a lot to the game. So
it's like missions and stuff.
yeah, mission like it adds storyline to it, like new storyline. So I haven't got to play it yet. Just I've been playing like the original Spider-Man game, like the base game of it. I've been playing it with my brother, with Baby Ghost in there, and it's been fun times.
Good.
That's neat.
Mage, what have you been playing?
Me and my bro have been playing Kingdom Hearts 3. I know that's not your favorite game, but we have been thoroughly enjoying it.
Combat's fun, right?
Combat's great.
Combat is great. The combat is what saves that game.
And Pirates of the Caribbean world has been awesome.
Oh God, no. That I hate. Okay, it could be that I hate
not like ship combat.
I don't like ship combat at all. Like it's so
I love ship combat. Like I loved it. In
so did you like Assassin's Creed Black Flag?
Oh well, I never played Assassin's Creed Black Flag, but
Yeah.
I heard that ship combat was better than Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and I loved Assassin's Creed Odyssey, so I imagine I would.
Okay. I hate ship combat like that. It's just so boring to me. That's why I didn't get Sea of Thieves.
I feel like you dodged a couple bullets with that one either way.
Yeah. I wish I would have dodged the bullets better with Anthem, but you know.
You can't win them all.
I'm sure Anthem will improve eventually.
No, it won't. It'll improve in about 2 years when only 3 people play the game.
Well, I mean, No Man's Land, like they're like doing some crazy things right now. And like everyone hated that game when it came out.
I don't even know what game that is.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. So Conan Jones built his PC that he has today strictly to play No Man's Sky on. Can we get the prices right sound right here for this?
I was
we need
super
some F's in the
hyped
chats for that. Oh man.
Well, Conan, you should get back onto No Man's Sky. He has
like it's good now.
When the game came out, is now on it.
Like I never even bought it. Like it was just such a dumpster fire whenever it first came out that I didn't even buy it.
Yes, it was.
Yeah, I mean, like No Man's Sky is crazy. Like right now, they got like so many new DLCs, and they're coming up with 3 like new game patches to it. I never got it, but reading the information on it and watching some people play it, it's been really neat.
Yeah.
Also, Sekiro came out.
Oh yeah, I know. It looks really good. I think I might buy it.
I haven't played it yet. We got the game. We just haven't touched it. I've been watching some gameplay of it. It looks really neat.
I might even see if I can try to pick it up because it does look really good.
Can you get it on PC?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's on Steam.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I heard it's really hard.
Yeah,
and it looks really hard.
It looks fun though. I can't wait to play it. I think I'm actually going to buy that tonight.
I just don't have $60 to drop on anything right now.
Yeah,
that's also fair.
So,
all right, you guys want to move the 4?
Move to what?
Topic 4?
Oh yeah, I deleted it because we weren't sure if you were going to be here.
Oh no, we're doing topic 4 every week. I'll call it in if I have to. All right.
He's dying on his deathbed. Call it topic 4.
All right, topic 4. Here we go. Life advice. Or wait. This is the one where Conan introduces me. Sorry. Go ahead, Conan Jones. You can introduce me.
I'm just going to record it, so it'll just be a sound clip.
Okay. Oh, is it? Okay, awesome.
I haven't made it yet because I was like I got busy last weekend, so I just had to leave it out. But I still have the thing on my my kitchen table.
Okay, awesome. So I hope you make one.
That's my plan this weekend. So, all right, life lessons, go.
All right. So life advice for Ghost. It kind of like we started at the beginning with it. Just if you have a problem, you have something going on, you're feeling down and depressed about it, it's okay to not be okay. It's the best, like, it's perfectly okay to not be okay. Because not everybody is okay 100% of the time. Because the people that hurt the most are sometimes the people that are smiling the most. That's what gets them through it. So if you need somebody to talk to, find somebody to talk to. There's hotlines you could talk to. If you don't want to talk to somebody, because I hate talking to people on the phone, text somebody. There's a text line for it, I think. Just, I know we said that our life advice with ghosts was going to be more of a funny thing, but this week I'm making it a serious thing. It's okay to not be okay, and go talk to somebody, then get help. Okay? Because you might feel like you're alone, and you might feel like no one's out there for you, but someone cares about you, regardless of what you got going on in you. Okay? Let's go ahead and jump into our wins of the week. I'm going to tell my story about my fail of the week and my win, and then I got to go. So Mage, do the or Conan, do the outro. Okay?
Okay.
All right. So my fail of the week is on last Friday, while we was having that was the day when my dad passed away. We went over to my uncle's house and had like a family meeting kind of thing, just to kind of chill out and relax and stuff. My cousin was going out to go get drinks, and he backed into my car.
All right.
And just dinged it pretty good to where we couldn't open the door. So me and two of my brother-in-laws, we finally bend the metal enough to where it could open back up and stuff. So we got it taken care of, whatever. And I was furious about it. Like, obviously I was having a bad day, and that made it worse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So I was like, hey, I'm calling this in, man. I gotta I'm gonna do what I can, because I want to make a claim and just get money for it, because I'll use this money for this stuff going on, because I'm not gonna get it. I'll send y'all pictures of it. There's nothing wrong with my car except it just looks a little bit more rugged now. Okay. And so I take it. So my win of the week though here is I take it to the Geico place on Monday, and they do an inspection on it, and they were just like, hey, based off the year of this car and the mileage on it, we're ruling this a complete loss. And I was like, what does that mean? He's just like, well, we're gonna pay you the blue book value of this car. I was like, wait, really? And I was looking at you see this, right? There's literally nothing wrong with this car except a little bit of body detail work that needs to be done. And he was just like, so we're gonna pay you $2,600. And if you want to keep your car, there's a retention fee of $350 or whatever. So we'll give you, if you keep your car, we'll give you $2,300 or something. So I'm just like, really? You're not just joking with me?
I'm getting punked or something.
Where's the cameras at?
Come on out, Ashton Kutcher.
Come on out, come on out now. And then he was just like, no. When you come back with and I had a rental car this whole time, because he was just like, when you come back with a rental car, I'll have the check ready for you to go. So I'm just like, oh my God, really? All right. So my win of the week is that my cousin totaled my car. I hope you could feel me doing the air quotes. Yeah. So he totaled my car, and I got $2,300 for it.
All right.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the best win we've had in a while.
Yeah, that is the best win. All right, you guys. I'm gonna head out for this week because I got to take care of some more stuff. But guys, I'm gonna say it one more time for listeners out there: if it's okay not to be okay, and go get help if you need help. All right.
It's good advice.
It is.
Oh, y'all have a good week.
Actual advice is not what we're expecting in the
right?
Yeah. Oh goodness! All right, man. Do you want to do your win, or you want me to go?
1 second.
Oh,
you go ahead.
So on Wednesday, I got to drive the history teacher in the high school to a museum in Amarillo, and so I got to do that all day, and it was kind of nice not being in class, but I couldn't really think of anything that's happened this week that was like super good, but it was nice kind of getting out. I got free Whataburger for lunch, and
it's always nice to have free Whataburger.
Yeah, like number 2 with cheese and Dr. Pepper. It's good stuff, man. So
I'm a fan of the patty melt.
Ooh, patty melt's good stuff too. So can't go wrong with a patty melt.
Nope.
Excuse me. All right. What's yours?
All right. So my win, I kind of talked about it on my fail of the week because I wasn't really thinking, but I started my training for DHS and it's been really good. I've met like a lot of fun people and my class just seems really interactive and nice. And it's kind of like being back in college again almost because like it's literally like being in school.
Good.
And which like some people it's like, oh really? That sounds awful. But
yeah.
But for me it means that I get like social aspect. And I'll say one of the harder things when I was starting my job was that almost everyone that I was around was like much older than me. So it's nice to actually be around people my own age doing the same thing that I'm doing. Because there's a lot more younger people in my training than in my work office.
No, that's always good. Like that's kind of how it is at the school. Like there's only a handful of young people at the school that I'm at. Everybody else are like lifetime teachers here and have been here since they were born and went to school and came back and now teach here and will never leave. So it's
right. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's wonderful for them. But it kind of gets a little lonely when you're like, I just want to find someone my own age to talk to.
Yeah, like
I have no one I can relate to.
Like you were teaching whenever I was in school, so it's once again not a bad thing, but it's like I don't want to like go to dinner and like talk with you because I can go home.
I will, and like some of them are like some of the older people are good people and they're fun, but at the same time, it's also like I want to talk about video games every once in a while. And no, Sharon, I don't care how your grandson's doing.
Exactly. But all right, does it kind of wrap us up?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's kind of it.
All right, so then I just read this thing and that's it.
I think so.
All right.
Sorry, viewers or listeners. It's been kind of a great, one or two listeners that we get consistently a week.
Yeah.
We appreciate it for real though. We appreciate you guys listening to our podcast.
5 real.
Right. It's not about how many people we get listening, but it's nice to have people that do.
Exactly. Indeed.
It's just been a weird week with Ghost's funeral with his dad and trying to figure out what we were going to do about that. So sorry if this was a little bit more hectic than usual, but I think it was about the same, honestly. All right, go ahead, Conan.
I'll read it down.
End the song.
Yeah, thanks you guys for listening. You can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, iTunes, and Spotify at lowscalegaming. If you have a question or subject you want us to talk about on our next podcast, you can send us a tweet or email us at lowscalegaming@gmail.com. Thanks again, and remember, have a great day and a better tomorrow.